Hey everyone, welcome to the Front Porch Reality. Today I'm here with a Big Brother reality or personality review. I'll be going through all the personality of everyone on the Big Brother cast, basically going over everything except their gameplay. If you want to see what I thought about everyone's gameplay, go check out, I think it's my second video on the channel. I'll have a link to it down in the description. But anyways, let's get into it. Also, real quick, um, if any of the contestants are watching, this is just what I've saw. Just don't take it personally, I guess. But anyways, let's get started. So Luke. Luke didn't really have much personality at all. He didn't bring anything to the show. He tried to start the Phalanx 5 alliance, but ultimately failed. And he barely made it a week in the house before being removed for breaking the code of conduct. So, yeah, there's that. And outside of the house, he hasn't really made an effort to apologize for his action. That I've saw. Maybe he has, but that's just what I saw so far. Anyways, let's get to the next person, which is Kirsten. Kirsten didn't really bring anything to the show either. She mostly because she was evicted first, and didn't really have a chance to show us what she's got. She was originally going to be part of the Phalanx 5 as well, but as I mentioned previously, the alliance didn't really work out too well. Yeah, it basically started and ended the same day, so there's that. She was on the outside of the house from the beginning, after being put up on the block night 1, so she didn't really have a chance to show us much at all. Anyways, next person. Riley. Honestly, I really liked Riley in week 1, but week 2 she kinda I don't know. Just she was evicted that week 2, so I was kinda sad. But anyways, she had the advantage in week 1 for, as I said, she won the first head of household. She was recruited to the Phalanx 5 by Luke, basically. She was a core member of the Handful Alliance. We'll be seeing a lot about the Handful Alliance later. And the Handful Alliance was part of the split house, kind of, with the Professors Alliance, also known as the Bye Bye B-Word Alliance. Sorry, I don't want to curse on the channel, so I'm just going to leave that blank. Anyways, she had an unbreakable relationship with Matt and Jack from day 1, and we'll see a little bit more of that later on. Anyways, let's get to the next person. Hisam. So I wasn't a huge fan of Hisam during his time in the house, but he did turn out to be one of my favorites after the season. Also, when he was after he was evicted, I've just loved him, loved all of his interviews, and just keeping up with him on social media and stuff. It's just awesome. I love him. Hope he comes back again sometime. He dominated the game in the first 2 weeks by winning the power vetoes, or 2 power vetoes in 1 night of household. He was recruited to be part of the Bye Bye Professors Alliance. He was seen as a major target in week 3 due to his competition wins and dictator-like behavior when he was a HOH. So basically, he was just over controlling, or made the contestants feel like he was over controlling during his HOH reign. So that's why head of household Felicia went after him. Next, Red. Red brought some comedic relief into the house during his run, mostly because he was basically playing the Appalachian stereotype, or Chillbilly stereotype, I guess. But he had a Chillbilly bromance with Cameron, which was a pretty big part of the show when he was in it. He was recruited by Suri to be part of the BBB Alliance, also known as Professors Alliance. He didn't really make any moves on his own, but he did work with Cameron mostly. So, despite being on opposite alliances, as Cameron was in the Handful Alliance, but they had a strong connection, and I'm pretty sure they're still really good friends outside the house. Next, we have Izzy Glacier, also known as Izzy Fields. She didn't really make any moves by herself. She was the only person who knew about Suri and Jared being related from the start. Um, then she had a very messy gameplay and very emotional, which made all the fans fall in love with her. Everyone loved her on the live feeds that I've saw. Um, but anyways, part of the she was core part of the BBB alliance along with Suri. I personally don't understand the hype around her, and I found her a little bit annoying sometimes. But that's just my opinion from what I've saw. Next, Jared. Personally, I wasn't a fan of Jared at all. I was kind of excited for him in the beginning, before the season started, knowing that he was Suri's son. This was even before I knew Suri was on the show, but yeah, he was recruited to be part of the Phalanx 5. Again, that didn't work out. He was part of both the Handful Alliance and the BBB Alliance, mostly because, or he was mostly in the BBB Alliance because his relationship with Suri, and he just wanted to play both sides, I guess. Um, then preseason relationship with Suri, of course. He did have a controversial run on Big Brother, as he called America a slur, but didn't get removed, unlike Luke, who said a slur and got removed immediately. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't too happy with that. He was part of the Big Brother Zombie comeback week, but Cameron won the competition, sending Jared back out, which I was so glad when that happened. Then he had a showmance with Blue, which was kind of important. Blue just loved him during the show. I'm pretty sure they're still together, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Next, Mimi. I was personally very neutral on Mimi during her time on the show, but after her time on the show was over, I became a huge fan. I loved watching her on social media, and I wish we were able to see her a little bit more on the show because we didn't actually get to see too much of her. Even though she was in the house for I think it was 8, 9, maybe 10 weeks, we hardly saw her at all. Just like in the later stages of the game, like the week she was evicted, we saw a little bit of her. But anyway, she was part of the BBB alliance. She was the last pre-juror, and I'm pretty sure that was mostly only because Mama Fee had the faith of a mustard seed and I got her through the eviction somehow. So I was very shocked when that happened, but I was also kind of happy because I love Mama Fee. Anyways, 9, Cameron. He was one of my top picks preseason, but I didn't really care for him in the first 5 or so weeks. But then he showed that he was there to play after winning the comeback competition and winning the head of household right after. So he came back in the house, won head of household right after that, and I kind of really liked him that week. But anyways, he was part of the Handful Alliance, but also had a strong relationship with Red, called the Chillbillies, of course. Except the last week when Red was evicted, because they were kind of put against each other by everyone. America ended up falling in love with, or America the country ended up falling in love with him. I guess I should specify that there, but he was picked for America's Favorite Houseguest, which I was kind of happy, but I was also wanting Felicia to win AFP, or AFH, I guess. Anyways, it's still a pretty good pick, and I'm sure we'll see him in the future. Maybe even on Big Brother Reindeer games. But we'll see the cast soon. think it's going to be released in the next few days. Or at least I hope so. Anyways, let's get to the 8th person, which is Corey. Corey Bortenberger. I was very neutral on Corey for most of the season, but I loved his showmance with America, the player. Um, I'm glad that their relationship seems to be working out now they're outside the house, and the showmance gave him the most iconic zing from Zingbot ever, in my opinion. I absolutely loved the song that Zingbot did for him. If you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you go watch it. I'm pretty sure there's a clip on the Big Brother YouTube channel about it. He had a very strong social gameplay. He was very persuasive, and yeah, he was part of the Handful Alliance, of course. And he beat his brother Zach, who was on Survivor 42. Speaking of Survivor, Wednesday I'm hopefully going to have a video up talking about Survivor 45 and my thoughts about it so far. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, number 7, Blue. Don't really have much to say about Blue. I was very neutral on her throughout the whole season. She had a showmance with Jared, which helped her gain information about Jared and Suri's relationship. Basically, Jared told her his secret. So her and Izzy were the only two that actually knew about the relationship during the season. Except the pre-jurors, because Julie told him at the post-season interviews. But anyway, she was also part of the Handful Alliance. Next, America. She didn't really have much of a gameplay and really didn't bring much to the show. But I did like her showmance, and I'm pretty sure, or I feel like her showmance with Corey helped her get to the final 6. And if it wasn't for the showmance, she'd probably be a pre-juror, in my opinion. But that's just what I think. I was very neutral on her throughout the whole show. But I was happy that her and Corey's relationship is working out so far. Anyways, I don't really have much to say about America, to be honest. Next, Suri. Okay, we have a little bit more to talk about with Suri. I wasn't really a fan of the choice that Big Brother made to put her on the season with Jared in the beginning, as I felt like it would have give her and Jared a huge advantage. It didn't really change the game too much, to be honest. But she was a founding member of the BBB Alliance. I loved her on Survivor, The Traitors, and Snake in the Grass, so I was really excited to see her on Big Brother. Just wasn't too big of a fan of her being with Jared, but that was just what I thought in the beginning. I was very neutral on her until Jared and Izzy were evicted, which gave her the chance to shine and show her real magic. The only reason I have Suri as a yellow instead of green, if you haven't noticed, all their names are different colors, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But anyways, the only reason I have Suri as yellow instead of green is because she basically refused to talk to Mama Fee after the season. Basically, if you remember, I think it was right before she was evicted, I'm pretty sure. Felicia was cutting her toenails on Suri's bed. And Suri didn't like that at all. And I think that's basically why she hasn't talked to her post-season, which is very silly. Like, they're both grown women, or Suri is a grown woman. She should be able to talk to Felicia about it and make up with her for that, but whatever. Speaking of Felicia, I think we might need more than one slide to talk about Mama Fee. Felicia was one of my favorites preseason, and she lived up to the hype 1000%. I absolutely loved Felicia during the whole season. The first week she was in the house, she had so many iconic moments, like accidentally breaking her microphones in the toilet, accidentally falling into the hot tub the first time the backyard opened, etc., etc. She had the faith of a mustard seed, which got her through many evictions. And I'm so glad that she made it to the Final Four. I think this season would have been a total wreck if Felicia did not stay until the Final Four, in my opinion. She was a core member of the BBB Alliance, and she was comedic relief for the whole season. She was absolutely hilarious, and I love her so much. And Felicia continued. Mama Fee is the second oldest contestant to ever come on Big Brother. I think she's 63. She's also the oldest woman to be on Big Brother, which is amazing in itself. But then to come on and win a head of household competition, and have become so many people's favorite is so big, and it's awesome for her. Um, then I thought I should mention this. About halfway through the game, Mama Fee sadly lost her brother, but she didn't really seem to let that bother her at all, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, if I lost my brother or a close relative while I was in the house, that would, like, totally, I would go crazy. But I felt so bad for her when she announced that he passed in the postseason interviews. But I'm just glad that she didn't let it bother her too much. Anyways, Mama Fee has become an icon outside the house. She's posting actively on Instagram and TikTok. I'm pretty sure she also has a cameo that she does too. And she's also taken us adventures throughout her life. She posted a lot about Thanksgiving and just everything. She did a video the other day when she got her package from Big Brother with her comic and everything. It was hilarious. You should check it out. I'm pretty sure it's on her Instagram. So go check it out. I highly recommend it. It's hilarious. But anyways, we have Bowie Jane. Now moving on to Bowie Jane. I wasn't a huge fan of Bowie Jane throughout the whole season, as she didn't really have a strong gameplay at all. She just seemed to float to the end with Jag and Matt. Like, she didn't really try hard at all to stay, in my opinion, or from what I've saw. I was very upset that she chose to take. I should have. Okay, typo. I was very upset that she chose to take Jag and Matt to the final three instead of Felicia when she won the final four head of household. I was really hoping that she would like make a huge move and take Felicia to the final three, but that didn't end up working out. Bowie Jane was a big part of the BBB alliance, but she did jump ship after Rhett was evicted, and she was blindsided by that. She didn't like that at all, and that caused a lot of drama that week. But then she started working with Jag and Matt then. Bowie managed to win 3 head of households purely by luck. All three of the competitions went into tiebreakers, basically. And she was also the first Australian to come and play Big Brother USA, which is awesome to see. I love like big moments like this, or big like historic first time players or whatever. I don't really know how to say it, but anyways, Matt. I have a lot to talk about with Matt as well, but I did manage to fit it in one slide. Anyways, first off, Matt is the first hearing impaired houseguest on Big Brother, which is amazing, and I love to see that Big Brother is starting to be more inclusive. It gives me hope for the future because I'm also disabled, and I would love to be on Big Brother someday. It's a little bit different because I have a physical disability, or like, yeah, but whatever. I guess there's hearing impaired is also technically a physical disability, but yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, Matt was chosen to play in the Power of Invincibility by America's vote, which led him to save Jag after he was, he won, and then he saved Jag after Jag was unanimously evicted, which ultimately helped Jag make it all the way to the to win the whole season. Matt was originally part of the Phalanx 5 alliance as well. I think he was the final Phalanx 5 member. Um, he was part of the Handful alliance. Uh, Big Brother production had some struggles in the beginning accommodating for his disability, but ultimately it seemed to work out alright. He struggled the whole season with all the whispering in the house, which was kind of hard to watch, but he still managed to do amazing in the season. I'm proud of him, and I'm pretty sure the whole hearing impaired community is also really proud of Matt. And he does have a strong relationship with Riley still, I'm pretty sure. Him and Matt, or him and Jag, I mean. Him, Jag, and Riley are all really good friends. Really quickly, I wanted to wish Matt a real good luck as he trains for the 24 Olympic. Or, good grief, I cannot talk for some reason right now. But anyways, I wanted to wish him good luck as he trains for the 2024 Olympics, and I hope he does really well. I will be watching for him. And also him and Suri will be on The Bold and Beautiful. I think that's what it's called. It's a soap opera. I think it's on the 21st, or I forgot what day it's on, but make sure to watch for him. I will be. I don't like soap operas, but I did watch it for Taylor, Monty, and Joseph last season, and I will watch it for him and Suri. But next, Jag, of course. So we made it to the final person, the number one spot. Jag was my winner pick preseason, so I was really excited for him when he won the season. I didn't really do too good editing that. I kind of covered up half of Matt's face, but whatever. Jag had an awesome gameplay throughout the whole season. I talked a lot about it in my first video I did about the gameplay, so go check that out if you want to see more. Jag made history multiple ways. He was the first Sikh houseguest and Punjabi houseguest. He was the first winner. He was evicted unanimously, but was saved. He had the most power veto wins and overall competition wins, which was pretty big. But he didn't really have too much competition again, as he was just with like Matt, Bowie, Felicia, Suri, etc. for half of the wins, but it's still pretty big. Both Matt and Jag had unexpected behavior in the final few weeks when they were basically shunning Mama Fee and Suri. But it seems like they have made up post-season and they're talking again. It was kind of sad to see how they were treating Mama Fee and Suri during those few weeks though, but I'm glad they have made up. Anyways, I loved his strong relationship with Matty Ice and Riley. It was amazing to see how like good friends they are. And I hope if I go on Big Brother someday I can make a few friends like them. His cockadoodle zoom era was iconic. With a picture here in his cockadoodle zoom outfit. That was hilarious and one of my favorite parts of the show. Anyways, time to talk about all the colors. As you can see, green, yellow, pink, orange, and red. Anyways, oops. So, it's basically a tier list. So, pink was for my favorite, Felicia. She's the only one that got pink. Then green is the people I loved, which was Matt, Jag, and Hisam. I just, what was it? I just had a brain fart. So the reason I put Hisam here instead of like not a fan or neutral is how he is post season. Like I just fell in love with how he is, and like all of his content and interviews. It's just I love him, and I hope he comes back again. The neutral I have Cameron, Corey, Blue, America, Bowie, and Suri. Mostly all the jury got to be neutral, basically, um, just going into the jury made me put him in the neutral, to be honest. Then, not a huge fan of Kirsten, Riley. I guess I should have put Riley in neutral because I was pretty neutral on her. But Red, Izzy, and Mimi. Actually, there's a lot of them I could have put in neutral, but I guess I could have maybe just changed the names of this tier, or the tiers. But this is just how it worked out. Then I have the strongly disliked, which was Luke and Jared for obvious reasons. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And real quick, I just want to plug this in. Make sure to go follow me on social media. I have Twitter or X. Here's my username. Facebook, there's my page. Then Instagram, that's my Instagram page. So make sure to go follow me on all social medias. I'll really appreciate it if you did. And I have the links in the description. Also, real quick, I will be having the Survivor video, as I mentioned, and I was talking about Suri. Or was it Jared? I don't know. But anyways, I will have the Survivor video about Survivor 45 on Wednesday. Then hopefully Friday, I'm going to be having a video on The Amazing Race Season 35. So, I'm really excited to be expanding my content out to other shows. And I'm also really excited to start covering Big Brother Reindeer Games whenever it comes out. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Or leave or post notifications. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, everyone.